Hi, I'm Lori and welcome to class. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a sun salutation, also known as Surya Namaskara A. So this is a great place for you to start if you're not regular to yoga or you're just thinking about starting yoga. A sun salutation is a sequence of poses that you'll do in just about every single yoga class that you'll ever take going forward. So it's a great place to start. It's going to stretch the front and back of your body, build some heat and energy, build some strength, and get you going on your path to yoga. So I'm going to teach it in two different ways. The first way, there's a pose where we lower down from a plank pose, and we're going to do that on our knees. And then the very next pose is a pretty big back bend and upward facing dog, but we're going to do that in a very little back bend called cobra. And then the next time that we practice sun salutation, we'll do it full on plank, lowering down with the knees up, and then we'll do the bigger back bend. And then you just decide which version works best for you right now, okay? And with that, we're just gonna get started. So we're gonna start at the top of the mat, feet together. You just want to engage the legs. Thighs are really engaged here, so much so that the kneecaps draw up into the thighs. And then you want to take your tailbone and just draw it down slightly and the navel in towards the spine. And then arms are engaged at your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms face one another and gaze up between the palms. And then exhale, start to fold forward, hinging at your hip socket, not at the waist, but at the hip socket. So you're folding forward, and then your palms come down to the mat. Now maybe your fingertips won't reach. So we're going to bend the knees, and then if your fingertips touch there, that's perfect. If they're still not touching, you're going to grab some yoga blocks or anything that you can use as a prop and put your fingertips on that prop. So you want to bring the weight forward towards the balls of the feet and the toes. And as you start to get more flexibility in your muscles, in the legs, you'll realize that as you straighten through the legs and the weight is forward in the balls of the feet, that's aligning your hips over your heels rather than having the hips way far back, okay? So we're just gonna continue to fold down with our exhale wherever we're at. Release the neck so that we're looking back at our legs with our exhale. And then inhale, we're gonna bring our shins or our palms to our shins. Look forward to lengthen, stretch the chest forward and the sitting bones back. So you can feel a nice stretch through the spine and an opening up in the front of the chest. And then exhale, we'll move the props, bring our palms to the mat, step our feet back and set up our plank. Now in plank, you want to draw the sitting bones back towards your heels and engage your core so that your navel draws up to your spine, and then we'll lower the knees. Inhale, look forward to lengthen, and exhale, bend your elbows, hug the biceps into your ribs, and then we'll lower all the way down onto the mat. Come to the tops of the feet, press into the palms and inhale, lift your chest, draw the elbows back towards your heels, and then lower back down, curl the toes under, and inhale, press back up into plank. And then you're going to lift the hips, lift them up, 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 and then press them back. And then for your first downward facing dog, and maybe even your first couple, you're going to shorten the stance by stepping your feet forward, and then also taking the feet wide. So take them about as wide as your mat, and then press into the palms to press the hips back. Just feel a nice stretch. Maybe bend one knee at a time, alternating. You'll stay in downward facing dog for a couple breaths. And then you'll inhale, look forward at your palms, come up high in the balls of the feet, walk them in a bit so that maybe they're hip distance apart, and then walk the feet forward towards your hands. Bring your palms to your shins. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. And then inhale, reach the arms up, come all the way up to standing. Gaze between the palms. Exhale, arms to your sides. Okay. So now we're going to do the sun salutation with the full plank with knees up and then the bigger back bend. So we start at the top of the mat. Again, engage the legs, kneecaps draw up, tailbone draws down, navel in. Arms are at your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze between the palms. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hip socket. Folding in, release the neck. Bring the weight forward in the balls of the feet and the toes. Inhale, palms to your shins. Look forward to lengthen the spine. Draw the chest forward, sitting bones back. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step the feet back, set up your plank. So your navel draws up into your spine. Sitting bones draw back towards your heels. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, biceps hug the ribs, chest draws forward. Inhale, straighten through the arms, upward facing dog. So it's a pretty big back bend here. With your exhale, you curl over your toes, lift the hips up, up, and back. Step the feet slightly forward, and then press the palms to draw the hips back. So again, your first couple times, if you want to take the feet wide, do that, maybe bending, alternating the legs. And if you want to sway the hips, just put some movement in the downward facing dog because it's a pretty big stretch. Eventually though, you do want to come into stillness, drawing the heels towards the mat, navel up towards the spine. And after about 5 inhales and exhales, you'll take your gaze forward, come up high in the balls of the feet, and walk your feet forward. Look forward to lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, all the way back up, gaze between the palms, and exhale, arms to your sides. So that's it. That's a sun salutation. Pick which version or option works for you. It might even depend on the day which version you do. Just pick which works, keep practicing at it, and knowing the sequence, and you'll be golden. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in one of my next videos. Thanks.